Hello everybody, Sir Beaton here and welcome back to another past paper practice video. In this video we will be looking at some CSEC type multiple choice questions. So let's head straight into it. So the first question says the number 301 can be written as, and we have four options there and we have to choose which one would be the same as 301. So here's the thing with these kind of questions. Let's see, we know 3 multiplied by 10 to the second power, that is the same as 3 multiplied by 10 times 10. So this will be 3 multiplied by 100 plus 1. 3 times 100 plus 1 would give you 301. So the answer there simply is A. 3 times 10 to the second power plus 1 would be the same as 301. So let's look at the other option, which is 3 times 10 to the third power. So this would be the same as 3 times 10 to the third power would be the same as 10 times 10 times 10. 10 times 10 is 100. 100 times 10 is 1,000. So 3 times 1,000 would be 3,000 plus 1 would be 3,001. So that can work. And the same thing for the others. Let's look at the other one. 3 times 10 to the second power would be the same as 3 times 100 plus 1 times 10. This would be 3, BOD as BOD, we multiply. 3 times 100 would be 300, plus 1 times 10 would be 10. So 300 plus 10 would be 310, and that can work. So the answer, as you can see, is simply A, as easy as that. So the next question says, what is the highest common factor of the set of numbers 54, 72, and 90? So when we think about factors, we're thinking about numbers that can divide a number without leaving any remainder. And they want the largest number that can do that. So we see 9 times 6 will give you 54. So we see 9 can go into 72. 72 divided by 9 would be 8. And 9 can go into 90 as well. 90 divided by 9 would be 10. So that is a factor, but we want the highest factor. And since 9 is a factor, and we know 9 and 9 would be 18. 18 will also be a factor of all these numbers, simply by common sense and also mathematics. So we know 9 into 54 would be 6. So we know 18 into 54 would be 3. So 18 can go into all of these numbers as well. So we see the highest common factor would be 18 because 90 cannot go into 54, 90 cannot go into 72. And of course, 1080 cannot go into any one of these numbers. So his answer is simply B, 18. And the next one says, what is the least number of plums that can be shared equally among either 6, 9, or 12 children? So the least number of plums, they highlighted the word least. So when we talk about least, we're thinking about the lowest common multiple of 6, 9, and 12. So let's list the multiples of 6. So the multiples of 6 would be 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36. The multiples of 9 would be 9, 18, 27, 36, 45. The multiples of 12 would be 12, 24, 36. We can stop there. So we see the lowest common multiple, we see 36 is in all of them. So 36 would be the lowest common multiple. So the least number of plums that can be shared either among 6, 9, or 12 children would be 36. So the next one says, if set P is equal to 2, 3, 5, 7, and set Q is equal to 2, 3, 6, S is equal to 2, 4, 5, then P intersect Q intersect S would be. So we see intersection means the thing that is in common for all of these sets. So let's see what is in common for all. So first of all, we see 2 is here, 2 is here, so 2 is here. So 2 is common. We have 3 here, but we don't have 3 here, so that can work. And we have 5 here, we have 5 here, so we don't have 5 here, so that can work. So we see the set is simply 2, which is simply A as the answer. And the last one for this video says, if the universal set is equal to 1, 3, 5, 6, 8, and A is equal to 3, 6, then the number of elements in A complement is, so we see A complement means all of the elements outside of A. So let's look at the universal set, which was 1, 3, 5, 6, 8. And we see set A is 3 and 6. So we take out 3 and we take out 6. So we see A complement would be 1, 5, and 8. That would be 1, 2, 3 elements. So the number of elements in A complement is simply B, which is 3. So I trust that these explanations for these CSEC type multiple choice questions were good. And I want you to keep practicing the multiple choice so that you can get a hang of how they may look like. And I'll see you in the next video in which I'll be looking at some more questions. Until then, keep practicing.